Okay, so I was just thinking about this, and let me know what y'all think. But there has been times where I will be talking to a man, and I won't be feeling it, and people will be like, why? And I'll be like, he's just too nice. And people will look at me like I'm stupid. They'll be like, what do you mean he's too nice? Like, you want somebody mean? And I figured it out. It's not that I want somebody mean. It's just what I'm looking for in a man is masculine energy that is dominant over my masculine energy, so it can bring out my feminine energy. Does that make sense? Like, if I feel like I have more masculine energy than you do, then I feel like you can't really be dominant over me, and I can't be submissive, and my feminine energy can't come out. Does that make sense? Because it makes sense to me.
Women don't want a yes man. They want to be dominated in and out of the bedroom. They want to be told what to do, how to do it, when to do it. Now you have to be an attractive guy to her, then she'll follow your lead. But women ultimately just want to submit to a man. So a lot of guys say, man, I'm a nice guy. I do a lot of different things for women. I'm basically a people pleaser. I try to make her comfortable. I'm a gentleman. Guys, that doesn't turn women on. Because again, go back and listen to it. She wants to be dominated, which means she wants to be down here in your life and she wants you to be up here. This is why, guys, when you treat women all good and you treat them nice and you're caring and you're so empathetic towards their feelings and the things that go on in her life and you try to solve their problems, what usually happens? She leaves you. And guys wonder, man, why is she with that guy? And that guy doesn't even care about her. That guy kind of treats her like trash. That guy doesn't uplift her. That guy doesn't care about her as much as I cared about her. That's because that's a feminine trait. Caring and trying to solve a woman's problems and just being there for it and just coddling her and all these different things. That's what weak men do. That's what nice guys do. And to be honest, the only reason why guys would do that is because they have a hard time getting sex, number one. And number two, they're scared that that woman is going to leave them, would put you automatically in a subservient, weaker position. This is why women love a-holes. The best experiences I've ever had with women is when I put myself first and I did not care about them or if they came or went. Now, we had a good time and we hooked up, we dated here and there, but I didn't really care if they left me. I didn't care if they said, oh, this is not going to work out, because I just moved on to the next. And with me not caring and me having that sort of psyche and that mentality, for some reason, they stuck around way, way longer than the women I really cared about, that I was trying to please and I was trying to always see them. This is why being dominant, guys, in anything in life, make sure you go after it. Be dominant and take the lead, especially when it comes to women. Women don't like being equal. See, too many guys, you've been sold this narrative that's been pushed by the media and says, well, men and women are equal. No, we're not equal. You just heard it. Dominance, submission, which means somebody's up here and somebody's down here in every aspect of life. When it comes to work, when it comes to sports, somebody's better than the other person. There's no participation trophies, right? And too many guys are like, okay, I'm going to be this gentleman. I'm going to do all these different things. I'm going to just treat her like she's this wonderful person, and you're putting her above you and you're instantly turning her off. Now, of course, she's not going to explain this to you like I'm going to in this video, but that woman just basically said it. Hey, I want a dominant man. I want to basically feel like a lady. I want to feel feminine. So don't get it twisted because she has a job. Forget her job. Don't get it twisted because she went to school, she has a bachelor's degree or she has a master's degree in underwater basket weaving. Trust me, these women want to be dominated. And too many guys, they think that, okay, she has a job like me. She went to school. She has her own place, or she has a roommate, or she has a car. Okay, then I have to treat her like an equal. No, you don't. And don't do it, because it's a recipe for disaster. Always treat women less than. Now, they're probably going to come in here and comment and say, well, you're just a mean guy. All these shaming tactics. This is what women want, especially by the guy that she's really into. Now, if she's really attracted to you, of course, she's going to want to be treated less than, because being feminine and subservient means you're less than the other person. So many women are craving a guy who's going to treat them like a a-hole, right? A lot of guys like, man, if I treat her like an a-hole, then she ain't going to come back to me. She going to just leave me for another guy that's going to treat her right. No, she's not. She's going to do the actual opposite. She's going to stay with you. She got to stick with you. And she's going to love you for treating her like an a-hole, for treating her like a bad guy. Okay, so don't be afraid for a woman leaving you. Because when you start to get fearful and you're like, oh, that's when you start to be in people pleaser mode. That's when you're like, okay, let me try to save this relationship. Let me try to save this and do what I can so she won't leave me. Wrong move. When women sense fear, what happens is you go from up here and you being that attractive a-hole, that bad boy that she really wanted in the beginning, she starts to go above you and she starts to look at you like, I need some space. This is not going to work out. Or you kind of changed. What happened? That's because you started to love her more than you loved yourself, more than you loved your passions, more than you loved your hobbies. And women don't want to be with guys like that. They want to be with guys who are going to dominate them, who are going to tell them what to do in and out of the bedroom. Listen, women love it. And this is what makes them feel like a lady. Most women don't feel like a lady because, and right, unfortunately, so many men have bought into the narrative that says, well, we are equal. So, okay, I got to treat her right. I got to make sure we get fair, equal treatment in this relationship. No, there's nothing fair and equal when it comes to relationship. I said this before and I'll say it again. There's no such thing as love, only leverage. Who's up here and who's down here? And if you want a woman to respect you at all times, you always remain up here in her eyes. Every time you guys hang out, every time you guys talk, make sure you're up here and she's abiding by your rules and your blueprint. This is not being some sort of bad guy or, oh man, you just don't like women. No, it's understanding roles. And everybody has a role. When it comes to a company, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to sports, everyone has a role, right? So just think about it. When you go into your job and you're just an entry-level employee, do you go to your supervisor or manager and say, okay, well, I'm going to tell you what to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to come into work. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do this. You're not going to tell them that because you know what they're going to do? They're going to look at you like, have you lost your mind? Hey, how about you take off for today? Hey, how about you take the week off? We'll give you a call when we need you. And you're going to be like, okay, because you tried to supersede them in their power. This is how you should see women. You are the manager of every situation and relationship that you come into contact with a woman. And she is an entry-level employee and she should always be working for you. Period, point blank. Forget her job, forget her degree, forget her all these different things that she has going on. Because that's not what turns women on. Being a woman's equal doesn't turn her on. And she doesn't value that. And this is why most marriages always go left. This is why most relationships don't last, because the guy stops being that dominant guy who women respect. If you want any situation to last with a woman, make sure at all times she's following your lead, she's respecting you, and you are dominating her, especially in the bedroom. Because that's what really translates. You can tell if a relationship or a marriage is going right or wrong by the way a woman is sitting with the guy and how she's basically acting towards him, her mannerisms out in public. You can look and say, okay, and that can translate right back to the bedroom. If he's dominating her, you're up here at all times with women. She's down here. Don't try to be equal, because when you try to be equal, there's no equality with men and women. She's gonna boom. And that's the trick guys fall into. Oh, we're equal. Boom. She always up here. And you're like, oh, I thought it was equal. Yeah, because you fell into that trap. You fell into that narrative. Be a dominant dog. Be an a-hole. Be a savage. And watch she fall in love with you. Watch she stick with you. Watch she always respect you. Because here's the thing. You should be respected over loved. When a woman respects you, that's when she'll stay in love with you. That's when she'll want to stick with you and want to be with you and submit to you. Make her respect you at all times. Check her as well. Don't let her just get away with stuff and whatever. Start checking these women. Put them on ice. Give them the silent treatment. Don't indulge into their garbage, because that means the power is being shifted and she's up here. Don't argue women. Don't go back and forth. It's feminine. If you want to be a dominant man, make sure you remain stoic. Make sure you direct and lead women and tell them what's going to happen, what she's going to do. And if she's not on your program, okay, fine. All good. You don't have to follow my blueprint. Go deal with another guy, because I guarantee you, the guy that she's actually into, she's going to follow him. She's going to submit to him. She's going to want him to be dominant. So make sure, guys, you're always taking the lead and you treat women like an a-hole.